Holy cow, this has got to be one of the most beautiful free campsites I've ever seen, I've ever stayed at. We are in the Absaroka Mountains of northwestern Wyoming, and the whole family is here. We have my beautiful wife, Cassie, and our beautiful little dog, Bowser. Cassie, what do you think of the campsite?
I love it. It's beautiful. I always tell Tristan that I love snow-covered mountains, blue snow-covered mountains, and then, you know, no snow on the ground, and this is perfect. And it feels great out here too. Yeah,
the temperature is great. It's like 75 degrees, maybe. A little bit of a breeze. Bowser is, I don't know if having a good time is the right phrase, but he's surviving. And it's our anniversary. Every year we try to go on a little anniversary trip somewhere. This year we've been married for 7 years, and we got married on the 3-year anniversary of our first date. So this is our 10-year anniversary of being together. We have 1 night camping here in the mountains. We're gonna set up the rooftop tent, and then we have 2 nights in an Airbnb, but that's all to be revealed later on in the video. And this will actually be Cassie's first night, and Bowser's too, first night in the old rooftop tent. I think this is my 7th night, but they're first. And there's the finished product. So we have that side of the tent looking out up the valley this way. Man, what a spot, what a place. But now, it's dinner time. We each got one of these little sub sandwiches from the grocery store a few hours ago. So we left home earlier this morning. We live in Rock Springs, Wyoming, which is in southwestern Wyoming. And then we drove about an hour and a half to Lander, Wyoming. Cassie, you've been to Lander before. Mm-hmm. How'd you feel about it this time around?
We kept talking about it, and I really didn't remember much because I think we just drove through. Like, I know we stopped at the bakery before, but it was much more beautiful than I remembered, so.
It's a nice little town.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, we went to a couple different bakeries and just kind of wandered around a little bit. That was great. And then we moved on another like hour and a half up the road to Thermopolis, Wyoming, which is home to Hot Springs State Park, which I've been to in a video before, and I'll put some clips of when we were there today here so you can see it. And this was Cassie's first time in Thermopolis. It's a cool little town, huh?
Yeah, it has some cool features to it that I don't know, like again, this is why we were taking this trip, because I haven't seen much of Wyoming, and it's nice that we're so close to these areas so that I can go see it. And it is beautiful. It's a beautiful little town too. Yeah,
it's in a nice location, like kind of in a valley along the river, and there are these Yellowstone like thermal features like hot springs and travertine terraces. It's a neat place. And then we drove another hour and a half up the road to this area. And so we are, we're in northwestern Wyoming here, kind of, if you know where Cody is, or if you know where Yellowstone is, we're kind of southeast of Yellowstone. These mountains eventually do go into Yellowstone a little bit, I think. Beautiful spot, fun day. This is gonna be like a 3.5 or 4 day trip, and it's off to a good start. So we'll have our dinner here. We have the subs, then we have some berries in the fridge and some other stuff. So we're gonna snack on these, and then we'll meet back up with you guys in an hour or two. All right, guys, it's just about time to hunker down for the night. There goes Bowser. Again, this is Cassie's first time in here, Bowser's first time. We still have multiple blankets and sleeping bags and everything that we need to arrange, but this is it. Bowser's getting comfy. What do you think?
It's actually roomier than I thought. It feels roomier than it looks from the outside.
Yeah, it's nice. Like, you can sit up completely straight and great views out of the sides, and we can open up these windows, the little triangle windows at the end, and this is the view we'll have in the morning. Good morning, everyone. Actually, it's afternoon now. It's 12:05. We've had a very chill, very lazy morning. It's been great. I woke up at about 8 and spent a few hours just reading and writing in the rooftop tent. Cassie is more of a sleeper than I am. She would wake up kind of off and on in the morning, but then just fall right back asleep. And then once we were both up, we got out of the rooftop tent, had a breakfast of berries and yogurt. And yeah, we've just been getting ready for the day and enjoying this incredible place. It's a beautiful day, about 75 degrees, I would guess, 70 degrees. Sunny, a little bit windy, but not too bad. Got down to about 45 degrees last night in the rooftop tent. I slept okay. Bowser kept moving around and that kind of kept me awake. And then I also got really hot underneath the sleeping bag and the blankets, and so that woke me up at one point in the night, but overall, it was a good night. Here's a look at the Wood River this morning. It's a little bit off color from snowmelt and a little bit high, but the road up the valley does keep going up this way, but you have to cross the river right here. So we drove as far as here and then turned around, and luckily there was a campsite like right here. But we've seen several people this morning drive across, most of them in Jeeps, some side-by-sides. I don't know how deep it gets out there. Probably not too deep. I think the Land Cruiser could make it, but it wasn't something I wanted to chance last night. Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Cassie, how was your first night in the rooftop tent?
I thought it was really great. It was very comfortable and I didn't have any trouble sleeping. I was actually a little too warm last night, but I felt like there was enough room for all of us and I slept through the night.
Yeah, space-wise, that thing is great. I think there's probably more room in that than in the car.
Yeah, I think so too, because like you don't have to contend with the wheelbase.
With the wheel wells?
Yeah.
Yeah. After one night in the tent, do you prefer sleeping in the tent or in the SUV?
I think if we didn't have Bowser, maybe the tent, because I like that just being the place where we sleep, and that's okay. But with Bowser, it's a little bit tough because I really don't like the ladder. The ladder's quite unstable.
Yeah, this ladder in particular is not great. And I think if we were to continue doing this type of camping with rooftop tents together, we'd get another ladder. So we'd have one on this side for Cassie, one on the other side for me. Because this morning, like I said, I woke up at 8 and I stayed in there for a few hours because I didn't want to wake Cassie up by crawling over her. But both windows, both of those sides of the tent open up, so it would be nice in the future to have 2 ladders instead of just the one. We're gonna go for a little hike here, just sort of wander around this meadow area and explore a little bit. And then I think we'll take off, head back to the car, then drive out to civilization again, and we'll meet back up with you guys maybe at our Airbnb or maybe at dinner, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. The the real thing I wanted to show you guys with this video was, well, first of all, this campsite. I didn't realize it would be this awesome, but I'm glad I was able to show you this campsite. And second, I wanted to see what Cassie's experiences were like in the rooftop tent and how she liked it. So now that we've done that, we're gonna enjoy the next couple of days, enjoy our anniversary, but I still do wanna bring you guys along for the ride. So we'll show you little bits and pieces here and there. And again, starting later today or tomorrow. Hi guys, it's several hours later. It's about 7:30. We're at our Airbnb. We have this for 2 nights. We are on the outskirts of Cody, Wyoming. This is the major city of northwestern Wyoming. Cassie has never been here before, and so I thought it'd be fun for us to spend a couple of nights here for our anniversary exploring a new Wyoming town. I think this Airbnb is on a farm, and there are amazing views, especially now as the sun is getting ready to set. We have Hart Mountain over there. Downtown Cody is over in this direction. Look at the layers of mountains over this way. Just beautiful. I think the sun will set right over the mountain over there. And then let's show you the inside of the Airbnb. So you walk in, and this is the little studio apartment, I guess I would call it. Kitchen area right here. Cassie and Bowser over here. Cassie's doing some schoolwork. I don't think we've talked about this, but Cassie is working on her master's degree online now in, what is it, library?
Library media.
So to be a librarian, basically.
School librarian.
School librarian, yep. So that's what she's working on. We have sitting area, bed, TV, bathroom. Nothing fancy, but it's all you need. We're just gonna hang out and relax and enjoy the rest of the night, but I'll see you guys bright and early in the morning because I'm gonna go climb a mountain. Good morning, everyone, and what a beautiful morning it is, if a little bit windy. Beautiful mountain views. Great drive getting up to the top of this ridge. This is looking out toward Yellowstone. Cody is right here. It took me maybe 20 minutes to drive here from our Airbnb. And the goal for today, as we complete our 360 tour from the little ridge top here, is to go climb this thing. Well, the goal of the morning anyway. I think it's only about a quarter of a mile away. It's not too far. I saw the road leading up to this ridge on the satellite view on Google Maps. I didn't know if I'd actually be able to drive it. You know, sometimes these roads are just too far gone for me to want to mess with. This was actually a pretty decent road. I mean, you still probably want a little bit of clearance, but man, what a beautiful place. I found this little mountain by using the Peak Bagger app. So if you go into the app, which is free, if you go down to the bottom and go to nearby, hit the little nearby button that's in the bottom left, it'll show you the mountains that are close to you and how far away they are, how prominent they are. And so from the Airbnb, this top one, Whiley Benchmark, was the closest. And so that's why we're doing it. That's how we found it. And other people can log their ascents of the mountain and write up little trip reports and even post GPS tracks. Great resource if you don't know about Peak Bagger. It's a website too, but the app uses that nearby feature, which I really like. And we even have wildflowers up here, these white ones, these purple ones, yellow ones. Cassie is still sleeping, by the way. She was up working on school stuff until 3 or 4 in the morning, so she's gonna be out of it for a while. So I thought, yeah, let's go climb a mountain in the morning while she's resting, and then I'll go pick up some food for us in town on my way back and bring it back to her. All right, guys, we did it. This is the high point, I think, right about here. Great views from up here. We can see where I parked. I think if we zoom in, we can see the Land Cruiser right there. And then in the distance over this way, we can see a little bit of the Bighorn Mountains to the east. And then if we turn to the north, this is the city of Cody. And then to the west is the Absaroka Range. And again, this is looking toward Yellowstone over here. The mountains get up to about 12,000 feet in this area. Like over here, in these snow-covered mountains, there's a mountain called Trout Peak. That's 12,000 feet. Over here, there's a mountain called Ptarmigan Peak. That's 12,000 feet. Beautiful day, beautiful morning. It took me about, 15 or 20 minutes to get here. And it was a little bit over half a mile. I love being pleasantly surprised by these obscure little hikes that I do, these obscure little mountains. I mean, there's no real reason to come up here, except that it is close to town, but it is shockingly beautiful. Yes, we've got the views, but we also have all these little pine trees up here. I saw elk and pronghorn as I was driving in, as I was getting closer to the mountain. There are these rocks and boulders strewn around over here. I love it. One more thing I wanted to point out, if we look again to the north, past Cody and past Heart Mountain, which is that prominent mountain right there, we can see kind of a faint line of snow-covered mountains in the distance on the horizon. Those are the Beartooth Mountains, home of the famous Beartooth Highway, which is a famous road that kind of goes between Wyoming and Montana, kind of straddles the border as it goes toward Yellowstone over that way. Great way to start the day. Doesn't get much better than this. After I get back down to the car, I'm gonna drive back out of here and head back into Cody and get some breakfast. And here's a look at downtown Cody. Very touristy, but pretty fun. Fun little main street area. Got all kinds of shops and restaurants, and it's fun to wander around. The bakery we're going to is right here. All right, guys, it's now later in the day. We've just been hanging out, having a good time, and we're now going for a little hike a little bit before sunset. This is a hike that's basically on the outskirts of Cody. This is I think 1.35 mile long hike. It's one way with a little loop at the end, and then we just come right back, and it goes alongside the Shoshone River. Yeah, and here's a look down below, down to the river. It's a beautiful day. It's been great. We've just been hanging out and relaxing, basically. This is the last night of our trip. We're heading home in the morning. Cassie, how'd you enjoy it? What was your favorite part?
I really enjoyed it. I love spending our 10 years together celebrating in Wyoming, our new home state. And I think my favorite part was, I don't know, I really enjoyed camping, but I think it's just been fun to be together exploring Wyoming together because we haven't seen a lot of it together, and bringing Bowser along as well.
I think my favorite part was the camping, and there are so many bugs out here. I don't know what these bugs are doing, why there are so many, they're everywhere. But that campsite was just so awesome. It was so beautiful, the weather was so nice. It was just perfect. That was like the perfect family camping memory that I'm gonna have forever. And we'll give you guys one last look at Bowser as we're trying to get him to drink. He can be a little stubborn sometimes.
Guess he's not thirsty.
He wants love instead. That's okay. And I think we'll wrap up the video here with one last look at the canyon as we continue our hike and enjoy the beautiful evening. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Let us know what you think. Let us know what your favorite part was. Let us know what your experiences have been like in this part of Wyoming and what your favorite thing to do in this part of Wyoming is. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Be sure to check out Adventure Know-How, my new site, where you can gain access to a map of all of my free campsites, plus monthly bonus videos that you won't find anywhere else. Learn more at adventureknowhow.com. And for links to everything else SUV RVing related, visit suvrving.com. Links to these sites and more will be in the video description.